students. Good morning everyone. So again we are back with your commerce class. So as all of you know, we are on the chapter of directing. So now we are going to proceed with our next topic, that is motivation. Before starting with the topic, let us first introduce to the learning objectives of motivation. So plus 2 commerce directing chapter number 11. So as you all know that directing has 4 elements. One is supervision, other is communication. We have communication, and our today's topic is motivation. So the learning objectives of motivation are to overcome organization problems in a multicultural workforce, sharing the rewards of a successful businessman, building trust and loyalty, to encourage sense of ownership, and last is to improve concentration and develop learning skills. So the word motivation, it means motive plus activate. Motive is what is your aim all about. Now motivate word is divided into two parts, motive plus activate. Motive means urge to do something. Motive is an inner psychological force which compels an individual to behave in a certain manner. All the human motives are based on needs. So I am repeating my line. All human motives are based on needs. So all people are engaged in some activities because they want to fulfill their needs. They want to get their dreams come true. So that's why they are working day and night. So there is a motive behind working. So motive means a reason, an urge to do something, an inner strength which helps you to achieve your goal. Let us first go through the mind map. What we have to discuss in the whole chapter, but we are all discussing about meaning, features, principles, techniques and importance of directing. Then supervision, functions of supervisor, span of control, this we all have done. And now we are going to do motivation. Further, we also have Maslow's theory of motivation, its features, communication and its barriers, leadership, qualities of a good leader, the process of communication and how to overcome the barriers, the remedies available with us. So let us first have a quick look over the key new terminology which you are going to listen in this video, and afterwards it will be clear. First of all, motive, motivation, morale, job satisfaction and stimulus for action. Okay, let me introduce you to a well known and I think familiar to everyone, an American multinational corporation known as Google. It provides internet related products and services, software, internet search, advertising technologies and cloud computing. Its founders were Larry Page and Sergey Brin of Stanford University. Google was founded in September 4, 1998. It gives its public offering followed on August 19, 2004. Actually, the word Google was taken from a play on the word Gogol, from the mathematical term from a 1 followed 100 zeros. It was founded in Menlo Park, California, US. On 1st April, Google released Gmail. In 2006, Google company releases YouTube, and then it goes for the development of Android mobile operating system, and afterwards founded Google Chrome Google process over 1 million search requests and about 24 petabytes of user generated data every single day. Now, what makes it possible? So, I have given you a list right from 1998 and it's 2020 going on. Google is every day growing. This company is rapidly growing very fast. So, what is the phenomena behind it? And the phenomena is motivation. First of all, determined and smart employees. Next is common objectives and vision of all. Response the global audience. Moreover, Google has its own office and cafe. There, Googlers and teams work across spark conversation about work. So, Google cafes and offices are there where the Googlers, like the users and the teams operating that system, interact or they have a spark conversation with each other. Google operates in 70 offices in almost 40 countries. It applies workforce diversity. Workforce diversity means people of different religion, languages, custom, culture are part of Google. And the most important, Google use two-factor theory of motivation. That is hygiene factor and motivation factor. Google provides awesome working place for the staff. It believes in preparing fun stuff around the office, ball courts, bowling alleys, a giant climbing wall, pool tables, video games for staff. So, from this example, what can we conclude? That Google aims at providing so good facilities and incentives to its employees. The reason being to motivate them to do in a much concerned manner, and in this way they can give best and desired course of action. It activates individual action for achievement of organizational goals. It is a process of inspiring subordinates to act in a desired manner so as to achieve the desired organizational goals. Motivation means a process of stimulating, encouraging people to action to accomplish the goals. Again, I am repeating, motivation is a term applied to a whole class to fulfill their desires, their wishes, and in this way, managers motivate their subordinates so that they do things which they hope will satisfy their desires, and they induce the subordinates to act in a desired manner. So, it's a best example of motivation, like motivating employees makes a country progress and it helps a company to grow on such a rapid. And now we will cover the features of motivation. First of all, continues, human needs are unlimited, but the means to satisfy them are limited. As soon as one need is satisfied, another need arises and this keeps continuing. It's a psychological process, a phenomena, because it involves personal and inner feelings arising out of needs and wants of every different individual. Motivation is a complex process because everyone's needs are different and they are different from one time to another. Moreover, there are different ways in which people satisfy their needs. Next is managerial function. It is an important element of the directing function of management. Motivation is goal-oriented behavior as a motivated person works towards the achievement of desired goals. Motivation is system-oriented. It is a result of interplay among three group of factors. First of all, it influences operating within an individual, his goals, needs. Then it influences operating within the organization, nature of job, organizational structure. And last, it forces operating in the external environment, that is culture and customs of the society. Last, motivation is positive or it can be negative also. Positive motivation is in the form of rewards to inspire people, and negative motivation takes the form of threats and punishments to force people to do work. Thus, motivation is the experience of desire or aversion. You want something or want to avoid or escape something. As such, motivation has both an objective aspect, a goal or thing you aspire to, and an internal or subjective aspect. It is you that wants the things or wants the things to go away. So motivation is basically an inner phenomena which is based on psychological thinking of a human being. And now we will discuss about the process of motivation, that how motivation takes place. First of all, it starts with awareness of need. First step in the process of motivation is the awareness of need. Feeling of a need creates tension or anxiety in an individual. Thus, it creates an urge to achieve something. It creates a desire to work, and it becomes a group phenomena if it is performed in team. Then second step is search or stimulus for action. In order to remove anxiety, in order to remove tension and satisfy the need, individual takes action, and such tension leads him to goal-directed behavior in which an individual may succeed or may fail also. Next is either the fulfillment of need or non-fulfillment of need. If the individual is successful in satisfying his need, it gives him a sense of fulfillment. Or sometimes due to unwillingness to work or due to discontentment experienced by his mind, he is not satisfied with the job, then non-fulfillment of need arises. If need is fulfilled, then he search for new action, a new need, and if it is not fulfilled, then he went little back so as to fulfill the previous desire first, or he can let it go and proceed to the next one. So with the satisfaction of one need, a new need arises and the process continues. But on the other hand, if the action fails, the need remains unsatisfied, then the individual searches for a new action or try something new. So I hope this topic is now clear to all of you. For more clarity of the concept, read pages 301 till 303 and do refer the given link for the clarity of the topic motivation, its features, its process. Now there are two words, motivation and morale. Motivation is desire to work. Morale is also categorized as desire to work. Motivation is different from morale. Like motivation is circular and revolving around an individual only, and morale is a group phenomena. So this is the basic difference behind motivation and morale boosting. Also, there are two terms, motivation and job satisfaction, which goes side by side, but there is a distinction between the two. Motivation is willingness to work and it takes place before the job is done. Job satisfaction is the contentment experienced by an individual after doing the job. So motivation is before the job and job satisfaction is after the job. They are related with each other and there is a difference on the basis of willingness to do work. So on the basis of today's video, you can do the following questions. First of all, what is motivation? What are its objectives? What are the three key elements of motivation? Discuss the process of motivation in detail. So I hope that the topic of motivation is now clear to all of you. So tomorrow we will do an extension of motivation, that is Maslow's need theory or theory of hierarchy of need. Thank you.